Yo, what's up everybody? I'm back with another video. Today I guess this is my 1K special, and I know, I'm late. I'm very late. I know this. But there is a thing called school, and I have to go to it, so kind of tough luck there, bud. Anyway, so Deku, and this is what if Deku was. What if Deku and Momo were twins? Well, what if they were brother or sister? Whatever. I don't know what I'm going to call it. It's basically what if Deku had a creation quirk. And he's going to be Momo's sister. Not Momo's sister. Fuck. I ain't doing no gender bender shit over here. He's going to be Momo's brother. My bad. Momo's going to be his sister. And Deku's quirk is a better version of Momo's. But Deku's just lazy as fuck. Like, Momo's quirk, she has to do all this and shit. She has to know how to make it and stuff. Sorry if there's an echo. Right now I'm in the bathroom so I can wash my hands. So because they have all kinds of grease on them. They just had all kinds of grease on them, so, I'd rather not be touching my phone with all the grease. Well, not grease. I wouldn't call it grease. Call it an oil. Yeah, it's oil. Basically. Anyways. That doesn't matter. Now, Deku's quirk is basically, he doesn't have to know what it is to make it. He can just make it. But with certain things, if he's not specific, then the certain thing could turn out to be really good or really bad. Like if Deku just says, I want to make a new eye for myself so I can see. That could mean that he could just, if he wants to just make a new eye so he can see, right? But he only specifies he wants to make an eye. There is chances of him being blind. So he needs to be specific with what he needs to make. So, if Deku wants to enhance his body strength, then he has to be specific. He doesn't really have to be specific with that one. But if he wants to increase it to a certain amount, then he has to be specific. And if he needs to know what he looks like, so he looks normal and stuff. So he can enhance his body with it. It's a creation quirk, so he can basically create things. So he can create new eyes for himself, new arms, anything. He can create pretty much anything. Even things from other realms, if you know what I'm going at right now. But yeah, Deku can make things. He doesn't have to know what they are and how to make them. He can just do it. And the drawback to it is literally if he's not specific enough, then it could be bad or it could be the best thing in the fucking world for him. So there's a hint of luck in there at sometimes. Which eventually, that is going to come into play. With a 50-50 toss-up that I'm gonna do. Some people are wondering what the fuck it is. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make my Deku weak as shit. I'm just gonna make him overpowered as fuck. Just don't know which overpowered am I going with. And then I'm gonna have to do another 50-50 toss-up. and then another one, and then another one. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. And if I guess it right each time, if I go a certain route and I guess it right each time, then Deku gets to increase the thing to the next stage each time. Probably just gave it away, but I don't care. Anyways, so Deku and Momo are going to school one day, right? And they both know that they both have quirks, you know. Deku uses his quirk and helps Momo train hers, so it's better, you know. Which Deku, if he really wanted to, he could help her out so much. Just like create body fat that weighs this much and make it real small. And make it to the size of a pebble. No, scratch that. Make it about as thin as paper. And make it about as small as, make it as small as basically headphone case. As small as a headphone case. You know, for the AirPods, you know, it's kind of small. So, yeah. It's thin as paper, but it is as short as a headphone case. So, yeah. That's what he could do. But Deku's lazy as fuck. And his entire family knows he's lazy. He just likes to read and stuff. Which, what they don't know is he also smokes. And since he doesn't need to know, you know, how to make something, he can just make a fucking cigarette. And make a lighter. And he can just make new organs for himself. So, yeah. It doesn't really harm him at all. Well, it does, but it doesn't care. You know? And then there's a villain attack. Deku's basically, you know, he's in a book and then, well, it's not really a villain attack. Sorry. It's more of some criminals just robbed a bank and they are taking the kids hostage. And they stumble into Deku's class. Deku sees them, you know, kind of glances up off of the book. And then the bell rings for the next class. Deku gets up and he gets his stuff on. And one of the robbers is like, one of the guys is like, hey, don't fucking move, kid. And Deku just kind of puts on his bag and starts walking. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you. Don't fucking move. And then he just fucking shoots Deku. Well, he shoots his gun at Deku. Which then, well, he puts his gun to Deku's head. And, you know, it kind of it makes Deku kind of stumble. And Deku just kind of spins, grabs his wrist, grabs this guy's wrist with the hand with the gun, pulls him, trips him over, takes the gun from him, points it at the dude and says, I swear to God, I'll shoot. Put the fucking guns down or I'll shoot your buddy. And the robbers are like, fuck you, you won't shoot him. And Deku says, who said I won't? And he pulls the trigger, they hear the gun go off. And Momo's right there, like fucking using a bulletproof shield over him, just a riot shield basically. And Deku sees it and is like, come on, sis. Why you gotta do that? I mean, he's a villain. And it's self-defense at that point. So, what the hell? And she says, you can't just kill people. And Echo says, but who's gonna stop me if I do? Like, nobody could really stop me if I really wanted to. Not even you, sister. You know that. And Momo says, yeah, I know that. But still, you can't just go killing people. It's not morally right. Deku says, I mean, it doesn't really matter. And then Deku basically makes a bullet in the chamber that is a piercing round that goes through pretty much anything. Deku says, Nessus, would you mind moving? I'm going to use a piercing round on that shield of yours. And I'm gonna shatter it. And the guy's like, yeah, right, you can't make a piercing round in a gun already. Deku just shoots it right next to the dude's head where this shield is. And it goes straight through the shield. Just fucking perfectly. Boom. And they're in middle school at this point. Like, first year of middle school over here. Deku says, so who said what now? Put the fucking guns down. And the dude's just kind of like, okay, putting the guns down. And they put the guns down, then Deku, kind of drops the gun. So then one of them pulls a knife and tries to stab at Deku. Basically runs at him and tries to stab him. Which Deku basically fucking Matrix dodges this bitch, but it still cuts his eye. Like, fucking slits it and then ruins his eyesight. And Deku just kind of fucking picks the dude up and fucking puts him right on his shoulder and just slams him straight through the fucking ground. And he falls and lands in the first floor, fucking back broken on a chair. A chair was just kind of pushed out. Just some lazy kid left their chair out, just like, it's not that important. And that's exactly where this man lands. So his spine is fucked. He's fucked. He's paralyzed right now. And he's like, where you can't breathe or talk or anything. He's just, and he's like trying to cry and shit. It's not working. Well, his body's trying to cry and shit, but it's not working. Deku looks and sees the chair. He's like, damn, son. Look at that. Unlucky day. Anyways. So, and then Deku gets up and his eye looks like it's bleeding, and he puts his hand over it. And he creates a new eye. He just says, create new. He just basically thinks create new eye. Not being specific at all. Which, here comes the toss-up. Alright, I need a coin for up here. I need a fucking coin. Why can't I ever find a coin whenever I need one? Fucking, I'ma flip a fucking pillow. Heads is the white, tails is the black. And the answer is tails. Hold on. Heads. My bad. It was just kind of leaned over and I just kind of threw it again. So now it's heads, and the white side of it, not like, It's not completely white, but it's got white textures on it. That's why I say white. Anyways, so Deku basically says create new eye, and he's like, shit, I didn't specify. And now Tails means he stays at the level he is at, and Heads means he gets to go on a level. And the answer is Heads. So he gets to move up to 2, and 3, and 4. This is the one for all the marbles now. This is level 5. Ooh, I got lucky enough. Or it's just because I'm flipping a fucking pillow. But it landed, and it's maybe just top heavy. Or I mean bottom heavy, so it always fell onto the bottom. But I got 5, actually 6 in a row. All on Heads. So that means in his left eye, he has the Eternal. Yeah, he has the Eternal. Mangekyo Sharingan. So yeah. And he can't deactivate it. Funny enough. You know, kind of because you can't deactivate it unless you have 2, so he can't deactivate it at all. And this last robber basically sees his eye now, and it looks fine other than the slit that the knife caused, but the actual eye looks better than ever. You know, it looks cool as shit over here. And Heads or tails for either Madara Uchihas or Sasuke Uchihas. Heads is Sasuke, tails is Madara. And the answer is, if I told you Heads, you wouldn't believe me because it's tails. So I said Madara's, right? Madara can do black flames, right? Hold on, I want him to have black flames. Because that seems badass. Wait, Madara can't do black flames, but he does have that 4-armed Susanoo, so I guess it is a trade-off. So yeah, we're going with that. We're going with Madara's. And if I really want to, I'll just add black flames. Because fuck you. And I'll add that he can turn them on and off. So yeah, if I really have to. Anyways. So the other eye is either going to be a Byakugan or a Rinnegan. And how is he going to lose the other eye? Well, you see, we still have one Robert left. He's like, no, I ain't going to try anything. As soon as he says he ain't going to try anything, he pulls a pistol, fucking shoots Deku straight in the eye, nailing him in the other eye. Like, he could see it with the right eye. I mean, with his left eye. So it kind of confused him. He's like, the fuck? How the fuck can I see that? You know, so he wasn't thinking about dodging at all. He was thinking about just, like, what the fuck can I see that? And it nailed him in the eye. And then he moves his arm up and rips the bullet out of his eye. And he wants to create another eye, which he is not specific again. So 3, Heads is Rinnegan. Tails is, Tails is Byakugan. And the answer is... It's... Hold on. I think I need a new pillow to flip. Because this is weird as shit. Yeah, no, still weird as shit. Let's see, do I have something out here? I could flip a paddle. So I'll flip a paddle. Alright, I'm flipping a paddle for this one because pillows are broken at this point. Heads is red, tails is black. Boom. And the answer is black, tails. So we are going to get the Byakugan. Oh yeah, I guess just because I want to. Let's see if that Byakugan is a Byaku Rinnegan. Like, it's a Byakugan and a Rinnegan. Because Sharingan... So heads is the upper stage, and tails is the bottom stage. And the answer is... heads. So, that Byakugan... You know how Sasuke has the Rinne Sharingan? Yeah, that's basically what Deku has now. Except for in the left eye, in his right eye, it's a Byakugan. So it's the regular Byakugan at first. And then it transforms. It gets kind of purple. The white part of the Byakugan stays white. But the outer rims go purple. And then there's all the dots for the tomoes. So yeah, that's what everyone's kind of seeing right now. So all of them are kind of weird the fuck out. Even this dude who just saw it happen in front of him, he's like, fuck, and he tries shooting him with all the bullets. Which Deku's just like, fuck it. I ain't fucking with this guy anymore. And Deku fucking just kind of moves the bullets. Now he just kind of catches them, turns them around, and then boom. And he just kind of falls to the ground, and this guy's still trying to shoot, which he's out of ammo. Then Deku basically makes a fucking spike up here from his hand, and he puts it in his hand. Well, not a spike, but a metal pole. Just like an iron bar or something. It's, not sharp at all. Not sharp at all. It is dull. It is circular, it is round, and it has no sharp edges. And Deku just whacks this dude on the fucking head, just knocks him the fuck out. And the police are like, give us your demands so you don't hurt the children. Deku basically kind of looks outside, and he says, I want fucking candy! And Deku kind of walks outside and says, what do I want? I'll take a Snickers bar, because you aren't you when you're hungry. I'm sorry, that was funny for me. And if you don't know that commercial, then I feel old. So thanks. I'm 19 and I feel old. How does that make you feel? Nah, but I'm kidding. Anyways. So yeah, Deku is just kind of... He's having a good day. And yeah. Look at that, it's August. Forgot it was August. That means we're real close to my birthday. That's cool. And no, I will not tell you when my birthday is, because then some of you will know exactly who I am. Which I have no intention of saying my name on this channel, or letting anyone know who I am. except for the really close friends who I know. Some of them know. Some of them. And people who who can't really affect me in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, so Deku just kinda... He comes down and he asks for a Snickers bar. And he says, 'cause you aren't you when you're hungry. And all the cops are like, a Snickers bar? Where the fuck are we gonna get a Snickers bar? Where the fuck do you get a Snickers bar? What is a Snickers bar? Because I don't think they have that over there. Is Snickers worldwide or is it only in the US? I don't remember. So I'm gonna say they don't have it over there. They're like, the fuck is a Snickers bar? What is a Snickers? And they ask, what is a Snickers? And Deku says, go to America. You'll find out pretty quick. And they're like, yeah, how the fuck are we supposed to get a fucking Snickers bar over from America? That's gonna take forever. Oh fuck, just do it. Just do his demands. Get his demands. And then he'll let the children go. And then we can arrest him. And then they have to wait like a few hours. Let's say like 3 hours. And then some cop is like he's just fucking flooring it. And his car runs out of gas about a mile out from this area. And he don't have time to go get some gas. So he just grabs this Snickers bar and he starts hucking it over there. He's like, fucking get the Snickers. You know those epic run scenes where the dude was like fucking running real fucking fast but desperately? That's basically what this dude is doing. Just done. And he's like, get the fucking Snickers. And he's about a block away now, so all the cops can see him. And they're like, where the fuck is his patrol car? And he's just still desperately running. He's been running for about a mile. And he's still running. And then he's like, then he starts huffing and puffing whenever he gets there. And then he feels in his hand that the Snickers has melted. And the cops are like, is a melted Snickers fine? Deku looks at them like, the fuck you mean a melted Snickers? Who the fuck melted my Snickers? Because it's a hot day. It's like 90 degrees. So yeah. That chocolate is melting. Then Deku looks at him like, who the fuck eats melted chocolate? Hell no. Not now. Now you have to give me a frozen Snickers. Go get me a frozen Snickers bar. It's gotta be frozen. It's gotta be ice cold. I'm like, okay. We need an ice cold Snickers as fast as possible. Get the president on the line. So then they basically start going for the Snickers again. They're going for, they have to wait for another 3 hours. Another guy runs out of gas at the same exact spot as the other guy. And he sees the other guy's patrol car. He's like, damn. And he gets into the back, and he's got this huge ass cooler with this fucking Snickers bar filled with ice. And he just starts carrying it on his shoulder, just fucking. And he's now doing the epic run scene over here. And he gets over there, and he finally gets there, and he's like all fucking tired, and he puts the Snickers, he puts the fucking thing down with the Snickers aside. He says, "We got the Snickers, just like you asked." And then, Deku's dad, Mr. Yagorozu, I'm gonna call him, because I don't know the real name. So yeah, he sees this and he's like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And then Deku comes outside like, "Yeah, where's my Snickers?" And Mr. Yagorozu get out the fucking car. He slams the door. Deku could hear the slam of the door. He's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck's going on?" And then he sees his dad like fucking angry as shit, like, "Fucking the cops here, boy." And then the cop like throws him the Snickers bar, and he opens it. He fucking takes a bite out of it, and he's like, "Yeah, thanks, gotta go. By the way, I dealt with the robbers for you. Thank you for the Snickers." And all the cops are like, "The fuck?" And then they just hear this car's wheels just kind of skirt off. They're like, "The fuck?" They look behind them. They see the Yagorozu car. They're like, "The fuck is he doing here?" And he whips it through the cops. Like, he fucking drives, like, there's this little gap between the cops, and he just takes it, like, perfectly. And he zooms off. And Deku eats the rest of the Snickers, throwing it away, like, "Fucking time to go!" And Mr. Yagorozu, like, fucking whips it in front of him. The cops are like, "It's not a good idea, don't do it." Like, "No, we need to question him." And Mr. Yagorozu gets out of the fucking car. He's like, "Get the fuck in the car. What the fuck did you do? Why the fuck are the cops here?" And Deku's like, "I can explain, I swear I can explain." And Mr. Yagorozu's like, "Yeah, you better explain. I swear to God, I'll kick your ass for this one. Why the fuck are the cops here? What'd you do, huh? You beat the shit out of a student?" I was like, "No, there were 3 robbers. They ran into the school building, and then they tried to use my class as hostages. So I kicked their ass. And then the cops said, 'What are your demands?' So I said, 'Fucking Snickers.' I want a Snickers at first. They brought it to me melted. So then I asked them for an ice cold Snickers. And then that was the Snickers that I just ate." Mr. Yagorozu, like, "They thought you were a robber, you dumbass." And Deku looks at him like, Oh, okay, I get it now. My bad." And he just yells at the cops, "My bad. That's my bad. Didn't mean to do it." I'm just saying, you expected a kid to be the one who was a robber? You really expected a kid to be a robber? Well, that's kind of on you at that point. And then Momo kind of comes out, and she gets in the car like, "Fucking let's go, Dad." Deku fucking gets in the car as well. And they're all in the car, and Deku just kind of, he's like, And all these 2 cops who had to run their little asses off trying to get there. One huffing it with a fucking cooler filled to the brim with ice. And the only thing that it is carrying other than that is a fucking Snickers bar. So that thing's heavy as shit. And this cop looks at him like, you motherfucker. I ran a mile. I ran a fucking mile. With a fucking cooler on my shoulder. And they didn't just get like a small cooler, you know, for this Snickers bar. No, they got this heavy duty cooler. Like, this thing was meant to be to fucking go camping for a week. That's your food supply of steak and shit. That's what this thing was meant for. And it just had one Snickers and a whole bunch of ice that this man was hucking to get over to Deku so he could get a Snickers bar so he could release the kids. So this cop's like fucking asshole kid. We thought there was a real emergency. You know, we thought that he was a robber. But no. No, he was just a hero who didn't understand us and wanted a Snickers bar. So, what the fuck is this shit? Don't get it. And Deku does come out with his 2 different colored eyes. So I'm like, don't fucking get it. Actually, I'm gonna say Deku's left eye can be deactivated now because he did get the shot. He did get the Rinna Sharingan, so yeah, it works. I know it's not called the Rinna Sharingan, but fuck you. At least that's what my friend yells at me all about. He's like, it's not called that. So, you know, fuck you. So, yeah. Deku just kind of fucking beast mode this shit. And he's basically getting questioned by his parents, like, what the fuck's wrong with your eye? Deku says, I don't get it either, but apparently it happened to my left eye has a different transformation, so yeah. Don't get it, and apparently it all just sent to my brain how to do it, so yeah. Don't understand it. I just know I can do it. Like, now I can make another moon if we really need one. I mean, if we really need one, it would take a lot of energy, but we can make it. Mr. Yaguro's is like, bitch, what the fuck you mean you can make another moon? And Deku basically makes this huge black ball appear. And it's huge. It's not like the size of the one that Pain made. It's actually... It's about the size of a soccer ball. Or a football if you live anywhere other than the U.S. And he just kind of pushes it up to where the moon is. And it's just a little bit ahead of the moon. And this is at night. And it's just a little bit ahead of the moon. And it just starts to compact the moon to be in that area instead. And Mr. Young Rose was like, "Aw, shit, my kid's destroying the moon." And it basically makes the planetary devastation thing. And it's just a huge ball at that point. It was like, yeah, and now I can slam the moon at whatever the fuck I want to now. So, that's cool, isn't it, Dad? Mr. Yagorozu says, the fuck you mean it's cool? You have the power to destroy the fucking moon whenever you want now? This isn't cool! Actually, it's kind of badass, but not the point! You still have the problem of it's the fucking moon! And we need that to survive, kind of. But you know, whatever. Fuck it, I'm not even surprised anymore. You could make anything you ever wanted whenever you wanted it. Like, fuck, you wanted a chocolate bar, you could have made a chocolate bar. Could have made the chocolate bar. You wanted a business to run, you could you made the fucking business. You made the people inside the business. They were actually adept workers. They actually had personalities. They actually had names. They actually had memories of their birth, of their childhood and stuff. I don't get it. I don't get it anymore, but I don't care. I don't really care anymore. That's basically Mr. Yagurosu's reaction to Deku at this point. He don't care anymore. He's like, fuck it. Don't matter. What we learn about Deku. Deku is overpowered. Deku is gone. So, yeah. But remember, Deku has his drawback. He has to be specific. Otherwise, he could go blind. Or he could have a weak body. Or he could have a disease or something. Which he can't make another. He can't transform the same body part. You know, like he can't. If he wanted to change his if he wanted to make another arm, he makes another arm the first time, and he can be specific about it. So he can make the body part. Now he's on a timer. An hour timer. He can't make another arm until an hour has passed. So Deku isn't invincible. But he's damn near close. And that'll come into account later. Or will it? I don't know. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants on these things. Wait. Hold on. Oh, thank fucking God. I thought I forgot to turn off my mic. Turn on my mic. Shit. I was about to fucking cry. Because that was 42 minutes of fucking work wasted. But anyways, that's where I'm going to end this one. Because, yeah, I want to be in a fucking funny mind. I want to be in a better mind state for the next part of it. So yeah, I'm a member of the Death Squad. Peace.